Hey, what's happening, everybody? Rod J back again with another edition of Quickie Beer News here. Just wanted to drop some details out there on something that was just reported here recently over the last couple of days, and you may have seen some of this out there, but New Belgium has actually indicated they are cutting some jobs. Now, it's not a heavy amount of jobs being cut. They're cutting 28 jobs. They have over 700 employees, I believe, there. But they are stating that they are cutting jobs as craft beer sales growth has slowed for them and has slowed industry-wide. Although it's kind of funny on the title here, it says beer sales aren't down, notes the maker of Fat Tire, but growth isn't what it used to be for craft breweries. Well, if you're cutting jobs because you're not making what you're expected to make, then either the growth is pretty much down from what it was previously, or it's not growing as fast as what your projection is. But either way, there is some lagging taking place. You can see here the cuts were made here on this past Friday. And it was mostly due to their staff, I believe, in the Fort Collins brewery, as well as it is mentioned there in that first paragraph. They said they kind of rushed to expand their staff maybe a little quicker than they should have in the Asheville plant, and that kind of led to what took place here. Outside of the keynotes there, it's just one of those things that's hitting the industry a little bit as we start to see some of the stagnation taking place with some of the craft breweries. They're still putting out pretty good numbers, it seems. But again, things have slowed for a little bit. And you're seeing that across the board, I believe, with a lot of the breweries taking place. So it's not just New Belgium out there. We knew for a while, probably almost a year now, Sam Adams has been getting beat up on some of their sales, not growing as much as they expected to grow. You've seen it with the macro even where actual Budweiser dropped out of the top 5, even though Bud Light is still the #1 beer. Top 3. Even though Bud Light still is the leader in that group, people are seeing some of the cutback in beers, and some are saying it's because some of the millennials have been drinking more mixed cocktails rather than beer, and other trends that are taking place, maybe more wine drink or stuff like that. Either way, we are seeing some shifts. Not thinking there's anything out there where it might be a bubble popping, but it's just kind of interesting that we are starting to see a little bit of that taking place. And of course, they are an employee-owned company, so hopefully these employees will be fine moving forward. And they do have stock in the company as well, as mentioned here, so they will be getting paid their full valuation of the shares. But just one of those things we're seeing happen out there with some of these some of these breweries in the industry taking these hits. And we'll have to keep an eye on to see what goes forward for some of the other ones out there. Are you seeing anything happening around your area as far as any breweries that might be feeling a little bit of heat or also dropping off a little bit in their numbers? Let me know. Put some comments down below in the comment section. But just something to keep an eye on. Some people think we may be to that saturation point, that we may be having a bubble pop. I'm not fully to that point yet, but I do expect at some point to have a pretty good correction out here in the craft beer marketplace. Well, there you have it. That's your Quickie Beer News. This week was just New Belgium. And check in this week on the Beer Flow Show. This Thursday, we'll actually be doing a feature on New Belgium and their breweries, and we'll be talking about their beers as well. Thanks for swinging by to check out another broadcast here, and hope to see you then. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep drinking those good beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.